Isaac, everybody say Isaac. Now he's the one that's just escaped being sacrificed, ain't he? I mean, Isaac has. Isaac, that's the son of Jacob. He said in verse 21, and Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was what? Barren. Ain't it odd that everybody here in this process of where God's promising this seed to be, their wives is barren? They all have to have the help of the Almighty before that the child can be born, just like Mary did for Jesus to be born. This ain't but no mistake that this is in here. Ain't but no mistake. But Isaac, he entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived, and the children struggled together within her. Now, she had twins. Everybody knows that, don't they? But she couldn't have children until the Lord blessed her womb to where she could have them. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. She went to talk to the Lord about it. And the Lord said unto her, everybody say, 2 nations. He said, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. Now, that, again, where that she had this son, everybody knows Jacob and Esau, the one she had. Guess what the word Esau means? When her days, and 24th verse, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old. He was 80-year-old when he bare them. They was all too old to have children. Just like Mary, she had Jesus beyond the comprehension of man's thinking too. But Esau in the Hebrew, you know what that means? That he was one of the originators of the Arab people also. Going to make 2 nations. He said there'd be 2 nations come out of here. But he said that which one would serve the other. The elder shall serve the younger. Now, how many knows that this covenant here now is being made? This may be a little awkward for me to teach and a little awkward for people to get a hold of too, but I want to make it simple as I can. But this was before the law. This was before that we know a whole lot about the Jewish people. This was, I mean, you know, this same people was in Egypt and they were slaves and God let them out. This same people here, out of this genealogy. But he said the younger, or the elder would serve the younger. All right, who was it that had the first dibs on being able to be God's people? Everybody knows it when it come along on up into time after that this about Abraham was over, and about 500 years later or whatever, when God give Moses the law, then that was God's people that he gave the law to, wasn't it? But the elder will serve the younger, won't he? We got grafted into this thing, didn't we? According to the Scripture. The younger come out and he had a hold of the heel of the one that was the stronger. But we ain't never let loose of Esau and Ishmael. That's what our problem is. We've never let loose of them. Now let's go on this read. I'm trying my best. I've never taught this before. I'm just trying to get it all laid out as I go. But Genesis chapter Well, no, yeah, Genesis chapter 32. And again, God is a changing names again, because it didn't mean nothing just to call Jacob Jacob. Everybody say Jacob. Genesis chapter 32, and I want to start at verse 24.